Hello, welcome to this year's GLD Showcase. We're going to show you 5 games made by the recent graduates of the Game Level Design Program and the Game Design Advanced Programming course. We'd like to acknowledge, though, that our program is run on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. The lands are covered in Treaties 13 and 14 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. And wherever you are joining us today, I hope that you understand the history of your lands as well. So we got 5 games for you today. 5 games that are different in style, gameplay, and in many, many ways games can be different, which you'll see very shortly what those ways are. I'll list these games, going to give you a short description right now, and we'll do so in alphabetical order. Ahmmit's Gate is the first game, and it's a reverse horror game where you play as Ahmmit, a blind monster that lives off of the fear of humans. Cielo, our second game, is a 3 versus 3 fast-paced arena shooter. Get ready to dominate the arena by blasting your opponents out of it in visceral battles on the floating islands of the post-apocalyptic world of Cielo. Scoop It Up is our next game. It's a 3D third-person shooting game in which players try to survive and navigate the backyard in which the kid's birthday is being held. The Whites of Their Eyes is our penultimate game today, and in this game you become the Chosen One as you venture into the land to uncover its mysteries. Lastly, we have Wild Shape. You explore the world of Wild Shape, a land where shapeshifters and machines roam, conflicted in an eternal battle. All of these games were made from January to August. They were made by students, led by students, coded, arted, whatever you like, all by students. And those students now have graduated and they're entering the workforce. Keep an eye on them because they're going to change the world of games, I am sure of it. Way back in December 2019, the group pitched ideas about what game they'd like to do. And they selected and voted upon what games of their own choosing, of their own ideas, they wanted to create. And then starting in January, they started to really finesse and formulate those ideas into an action plan and a way to create these games that we can play today. And in fact, if you're lucky, you'll be able to join in some of the games later on. But for now, I want you to know that they started working in January, they completed it in August. And really, from that winter semester of January to the spring, they still had coursework. And they had all the other learning they had to do. And so it's really neat to see that really from the spring to August, the end of the summer, they really focused in on making these games, and boy, did they make something interesting. Let's get to it. We have 5 trailers to show you for the games, 1 each, and some of the games come with additional commentary from their creators. After we look at the videos, I'm going to share with you a bunch of links. They'll be in the comments or links below. And you can go look at these games, follow them on Twitter, follow their continued progress on itch.io, wherever they have chosen to share their works with the world. And some of them you can find on Twitch as well. Up first, we have Ahmmit's Gate. It's a reverse horror game where you play as Ahmmit, a blind monster that lives off of the fear of humans. Her eggs have been stolen, and she has torn her way into this dimension to recover her kin. Ahmmit can't stay in this world for long, as you have to track your eggs down and return to the gate before you perish. Echolocate, explore, and pounce your way through a museum under construction. Stick to the shadows and terrify the pesky guards before you consume all their fear. Without further ado, here's Ahmmit's Gate. that's Ahmmit Skate. Pretty neat stuff, eh? Kind of spooky, really cool though. So, up next we have a game called Cielo. And Cielo is a 3 versus 3 fast paced arena shooter. Get ready to dominate the arena by blasting your opponents out of it in visceral battles on the floating islands of the post apocalyptic world of Cielo. Be a champion of peace wielding weapons of magic, fighting to protect your homeland as a Celonian, or wield the sword of vengeance for the conquering forces of the travelers. Use their weapons of science to capture Cielo for their survival. A battle of heroes from two factions, magic and technology, fighting for sovereignty and power of the colossal tree that provides for all on earth and the heavens. Fight for the power of peace. Here is Cielo.
Cielo is a multiplayer 3 vs 3 arena shooter developed in Unity in under 14 weeks. In the first few weeks of development, we called the game Unreal Smash Arena because it had core elements from Unreal Tournament and the knockback and life mechanics from Smash Brothers. We began development by drawing up our game, level, and technical design documents, and we also fleshed out the lore behind the characters and environments so that our artists could begin drawing up the concept art that you can see right here. We took a modular approach to building our levels and made modular pieces that we could use to design and prototype multiple levels very quickly. Parallelly, we are prototyping the game in the engine to figure out the fluid movement and shooting mechanics that we wanted to have in our game. In the next few weeks, we had over the network multiplayer system working using Photon Board. Once we had all our mechanics and features nailed down, we began playtesting rigorously and balanced the mechanics according to player feedback. At this time, we began designing our levels and continued testing and iterating over the next few weeks while our artists churned out the level and art assets parallelly. After 12 weeks of remote development, copious amounts of coffee and countless nights of staying up late, our team proudly presents our multiplayer arena shooter, Cielo.
And that's Scoop It Up. Sorry, that's Cielo. Up next, we have Scoop It Up. Scoop It Up is a 3D, third-person shooting game in which players try to survive and navigate a backyard in which the kid's birthday is being held. Players are faced with hazards and pelting enemies who want to eat ice cream. The player must defeat or avoid other kids and reach the ice cream truck alive. Here is Scoop It Up. That's Scoop It Up. Who else wants ice cream? Okay, up next is the whites of their eyes. The whites of their eyes. Neat game. Here's the description. Your village stands just beyond the edge of a forgotten, forbidden land. Become the chosen one in the whites of their eyes as you venture into the land to uncover its mysteries. With a powerful relic in hand, the Naga rope, you will make your way through the environment and defeat the beast that threatens your people. The whites of their eyes centers around the Naga rope, a magical relic which the player must use to navigate the environment. Swing and pull your way to the boss. Defeat it to secure the safety of your village. Be cautious as you explore. You may not want to be the first to have entered this forbidden land. Here's the whites of their eyes.
Hello everyone, my name is Wayne and I would like to share with you my experience being part of the Capstone project and the GLD program at Sheridan College. Starting with the GLD program, if I'm to sum it up in a couple of words, there would be diagrams, functional, usable, compelling, and amongst all, iterating. These were not entirely new to me, having taken my bachelor's in game design, but I've grown attached to them this time around. This program has laid a foundational way of thinking that is versatile and not only restricted to game design. I went into the course with the aim to hone my skills in developing for gameplay experience and getting involved in the receiving end of the game production pipeline. I left with much more than just. I formed tight bonds, established great working relationships, and stepped foot in many uncharted areas, all combined to make myself a critical problem solver. Being a cross-disciplinary program, our Capstone project has given me and fellow students alike an opportunity to professionally collaborate, handle difficult situations, and share technical insights. This allows for greater appreciation of each other's contributions and efforts to the final project. The GLD program has helped build my confidence to speak across different levels of understandings, evaluate design decisions with practical theories, and communicate with people from other disciplines effectively.
and that's the whites of their eyes. Who doesn't want a Naga rope, let's be honest. Up next, we have a game called Wild Shape, in which you get to explore the world of Wild Shape, a land where shapeshifters and machines roam, conflicted in an eternal battle. Both shapeshifters and machines harness the world's innate natural energy. Shapeshifters work with this energy, letting the power flow through them and return to nature. The machines, however, crudely take this energy, extracting it from the land and from the living beings around them in order to power themselves. Play as a shapeshifter who has met firsthand the cruel ways of the machines and fight for the fate of your people and the world you call your home. Here is Wild Shape. That's Wild Shape. Those were 5 really neat games. 5 games different in style, genre, gameplay, all sorts of ways. And I thank all the students for sharing the games with us so we could share them with you. If you're interested in any more of these games or learning more about them or the people behind them, we have links either down below or in the chat. And you'll be able to follow those links to find the people who made the games, find the game themselves, and maybe even join in playing the games on Twitch or elsewhere. This is what 2020 in terms of the gameplay came into existence thanks to the very clever students at Sheridan College. This is the GLD and GDAP program. That's Game Level Design and Game Design Advanced Programming. And again, it's so neat to see people come up with ideas of what a game can be and then actually make it real. That's just so fun to me. It delights. So those are the games we made this past year. What are the games going to be next year? We don't know yet. They still haven't been made. They're still going to come into existence. And in the future, you can be involved with this. You can sign up to join GLD or GDAP as a student. Information is below or in the chat. There's also, if you're not ready for a postgraduate program for whatever reason, there's also the undergraduate program at Sheridan College, which also worthwhile going to. I'm sort of biased because I teach in both. So thank you all to all the students who worked on these games. putting all of their knowledge and effort into these creations, which you can now enjoy as players. I think that's just, again, really brilliant. And thank you for adding some commentary, those who did today. And go forth and play, everybody. I'd also like to thank Win, who helped me out with the motion graphics you see around the screen and putting all the videos together. Couldn't have done it without you. And thank you for watching so much. My name is Adam, Game Level Design Program. This was the showcase for 2020. Hope to see you in 2021. Have a great day, everybody.